What's up everyone, it's Trevor West, finally back with another video, and this is actually the first video of fall of my D2 year, so second year in dental school. First things first, I need to get organized. This semester is going to be full of tests, quizzes, and so much study, and I need to stay organized. So this calendar still says July. Oops, I need to take care of that, so here we go. Crash and burn, I found myself beneath the emptiness. And we're done. Now, just filling out that calendar, seriously scares me. Check out this week right here, Thursday the 20th to Thursday the 27th, 8 days, 7 tests, and they're big tests. So that might be the week that kills me, literally. And if I do, I'm okay with it. That's just my time to go. I'll let you guys know if I'm still breathing afterwards. Hopefully it goes okay. So right now it's Monday night and I'm not gonna be doing much of anything. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got some serious sun while I was golfing today. Probably gonna be one of the last times I get to golf or do anything for a couple of hours. That doesn't have anything to do with studying, so I really enjoyed it. The rest of tonight, I'm going to go to the store, I think, get everything I need for the week so I can just focus on school and maybe try to get a little bit of a lecture done before I go to sleep. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I'm about to head into the gym. I'm actually skipping physio because last semester, during our summer semester when I had the first part of physio, I think I was able to do really well on the test and I only went to one of the lectures and we had it twice a week. So I'm not too worried about it. I try to stay on top of it, listen to the recorded lectures a day or two after they come out, so I'm not getting too far behind that class. After that, we have lunch and then operative. Well, I'm excited. This is our first operative class of the semester. I think we're gonna start some class 4 preps in restoration, so it should be something new. And I'm always excited to get my hands onto some real dental work. All right, one lecture down for the day and gym session down for the day. We got some major construction going on here at Postal Hall. Don't know if you guys can see that, but I have a couple classes left. 2 lectures left and a lab session for removable. Should be a pretty good day. I'm feeling good, energy's high. Let's get after it. Gonna look good one day. So it's already Friday night. This week has gone by way too fast. I haven't been able to film much during the week, but this weekend I'm going to let you guys see what I'm trying to do, how much studying I'm doing on the weekend so I can stay on top of things and do well. I've actually spent way too many hours in lab already the last few days. We don't even have a practical coming up, but like I told you guys earlier, I am seriously trying to get A's in lab classes, which has been very difficult for me, so I'm trying to put in the extra time that it takes for me to master or at least do well enough on the practicals to get an A. The rest of tonight is going to be spent studying lecture information. I just got a book from Amazon. It is the second book I've purchased since I've started dental school. Usually I just use the online versions, but for general pathology, I think it's going to be important enough, an important enough class for me to get the book, read all the readings that the teacher assigns, which we normally don't have to do if they're from a book because all the tests and information that we need to know are based off of the lecture slides. But this is going to be huge for the CBSE, the oral surgery residency test that hopefully I'm taking in about a year from now. Gen Path is going to be a very, very difficult subject because it's going to be the questions are going to be at a medical school level, and we are definitely not taught here at OSU Gen Path at that level. So I'm going to have to put in a lot of extra work on top of what we need to learn for the dental program. But I am ready to do that. I'm willing. I think Gen Path can be a pretty interesting subject. So let's hope that this purchase of the book is going to help me get an A in this class and do well on the residency test. But like I said, the rest of tonight is going to be spent studying lecture information. So I've already done 1 perio lecture and my goal is to get 1 more perio lecture done. It's about an hour per lecture, and then do 1 Gen Path lecture before I go to bed or before I chill out and watch Netflix or something. if I do that, I think I'm going to be right on track for staying on top of all the information that we've been receiving this week. And then tomorrow, I'm going to bring you guys into the lab. It's a Saturday, it's a game day, so I'm going to be watching some football, but I'm also going to go practice some crown preps. So I will bring you guys into the lab there and walk you through kind of how I practice. Alright, this right here better be the key to getting a good grade in Path. Whoop. Let's open her up. A brand new book. So I like getting books in these really hard classes because of the whole concept of active reading. So I'm going to go through this chapter by chapter and highlight things that I think are specifically important to the class, these tests that I'm taking, and also things that I think are important for just to learn in general for the CBSE. I use kind of like a highlighting color code system. I think I have a couple here. So I'll mark definitions of words in yellow and then like concepts in pink, and I have colored pencil right here that has literally probably 10 different colors, and I have a system that works for me. If you guys don't have a system, I highly recommend doing that because it'll just keep you organized and it will improve your studying speed a ton. So after you go through a chapter or a section really slowly, taking time to fill out, underline, highlight anything that you need to know, next time when you go back through, you can just cut out all of the filler information that you don't really need to worry about. You can only look at the highlighted things, the highlighted tables, all the information that you really need to get down. And I think it is a huge time saver in the end, even though that first time through, you're going to be going pretty slow, getting all that information kind of in that format. Ow, hot. So another way I like to save time while I'm studying is to use my breaks to either eat or clean, do some dishes. My kitchen is actually clean right now, which doesn't happen very often during the week. The weekends it's pretty good because I have time to clean up. But anyways, so I cooked some brown rice right there, and earlier today I made some chicken stir fry. I'm going to be using this as my study break, get some dinner in me, trying to get some quality carbohydrates, some complex carbohydrates, and some protein and vegetables in with this meal. It's one of my favorite things to make, super easy, and this is going to be my study break. I'm going to get back on the grind in just a second. Oh, and also, because I don't feel like just eating is a break, I just bring out my computer, I watch a YouTube video while I'm eating, so try to be as productive as possible while not being productive as far as school goes. So it's Saturday, we've already gotten a lot of studying done, and well, not a lot, but a decent amount for a Saturday game day. Watched some college football, went to one of the dental fraternities tailgate parties, so that was a lot of fun. And now I'm going to finish it off with a good lab session. We are working on crown preps. We are going to keep this productivity rolling. So I'm practicing a bridge, which means that I have to do a crown prep on a central incisor and a canine. I've already finished the central incisor in class earlier on in this week. So right now I'm going to be doing a canine, which is actually going to be kind of tough for me because we haven't had much experience doing canines. So you guys are going to be here with me, watching me kind of every step of the way. I'll try to take breaks and explain what I'm doing as much as possible. So let's get this done, and fingers crossed it's a good one. So as you guys can see, I've already drilled this central incisor. This is number 9. There's a contralateral tooth number 8 right here, and now we're going to skip 11. This is where our bridge is going to go over. It's going to start here and end here. So we have to drill crown prep on number 11, the maxillary canine. I'm going to start with shaving down the facial side, or the part of the canine that you guys actually see that's facing towards you. And then I'm going to do the interproximals, which is either side of the tooth, and then I move on to the lingual, or the part of the tooth that's facing the tongue. So I forgot to mention something that I use to measure kind of how far I'm actually, or how much tooth structure I'm actually removing, and we call these guide grooves. So you're going to see me make kind of like little slits in the tooth. I'm going to start on the top of them to reduce the incisal edge. So I'm going to make 3 of those little slits, and then I'm going to shave it down to where you can't see those anymore. And by measuring those little slits, I know that once I've taken away all the tooth structure that's in between them, I know almost exactly how much tooth structure I've removed. So for the incisal part, or the edge of the tooth, I'm going to try to take off about 1.7 millimeters, and then for the front of the tooth, I'm going to put 3 grooves on the bottom portion of the tooth, or the cervical portion, and then 3 more on the incisal edge. You guys will see that. I just wanted to give you a heads up so you know what I'm doing when you see me make these random grooves. As you guys can see, it's kind of a slow process, especially when I'm learning how to do the canine. I don't really have the exact form that I'm going for down, so I've had to take some breaks and look at some pictures, making sure that I'm on track. And so I'll shave off a little bit, take this purple, we call it a silicone matrix guide. I put it on there. It's in the form of the original tooth. It's kind of like an outline. So I put it on there, and I can measure from the side how much tooth structure I've actually removed. I'll shave off a little bit, stop, put this on there, check how much I've shaved off, because the worst thing you can do is take off too much tooth structure, because you can't put that back on. It's better to go slow, shave off a little bit, take off a little bit, pause, check, and then if you have to take off more, just do a little bit, and that's how you should be able to get a really good looking crown prep. So I just finished up. I'm actually pretty happy with how this turned out. I think it's pretty smooth. I think it needs to come to slightly more of a kind of a symmetrical shape. I think it's a little unsymmetrical, but the lingual looks good. I think the chamfer looks good all the way around. Anyways, that's kind of a look into how I go about tackling hand skills, getting a little bit better at them. I find my weaknesses, I find things that I'm not familiar with, and I just try to spend the extra time to get better at them. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.